All right, let's get into it. We have all landed on an Amazon page like this, I don't know, 1,000 times. But I want you to look at it differently today. Stop thinking of it as just a store shelf. I want you to see it for what it really is, a super smart, persuasive document. It's basically a digital salesperson, and it's working around the clock, 24/7, to turn your casual click into a purchase. So today, we're going to pull it apart and see how it works.
When you first look at one of these pages, it can feel like just a mess of information, right? You've got prices, all these buttons, ratings, little warning signs. It's a lot to take in. But here's the thing. That's not noise. Every single one of these little pieces is a finely tuned tool. Each one has a very specific job, and that job is to guide you, the customer, from just browsing all the way to clicking Buy Now.
So, what's the first job of any good salesperson, whether they're digital or human? It's the handshake, that first impression. The very top of this page is designed to give you a complete download of the most important info in, like, less than 5 seconds. It's all about answering your biggest questions before you even think to scroll down. Okay, so first thing to notice is the title itself. It's not just Samsonite luggage. Look how long and crazy descriptive it is. It's absolutely packed with keywords like carry-on, hard shell, and TSA lock. Now, part of this is for the search algorithm for sure, but for you, the user, it immediately confirms, yep, this is exactly the kind of thing I was looking for. And right below that title, you see this little link. Visit the Samsonite store. This isn't just a link to click, it's an immediate signal of authority. By putting that famous brand name right up front, it's tapping into decades of reputation to build a foundation of trust from the very first second you're on the page. So once they've got your attention, the page immediately shifts gears. And this is where we see a really core concept in all of marketing. See, people don't really buy what a product is. They buy what a product does for them. You're not buying a plane ticket. You're buying a vacation, right? And the Amazon page is an absolute master at making this translation. And this just illustrates that point perfectly. The product doesn't just have spinner wheels. I mean, that's a technical feature. Who cares? The page immediately translates that into a feeling, effortless travel. It literally paints a picture of you gliding through the airport, no strain, no struggle. You're not buying wheels, you're buying ease. And here we go again. The feature is the TSA-approved lock. But what are they really selling? They're selling peace of mind. They're selling the promise that your stuff will be safe and sound. They're taking a common travel anxiety and directly positioning this product as the solution. It's brilliant. So, and this is the really clever part, it goes beyond just function. Take a look at the language they use in the product description. It's aspirational. You're not just buying a suitcase, you're buying into the future of travel. You're a progressive, forward-thinking person. They're not just selling you a product, they're selling you an identity. Okay, so they've made you want it, but now they have to get over the biggest hurdle in online shopping, risk. I mean, how do they get you to click buy when you can't even touch the product or meet the seller? Well, they do it by systematically, piece by piece, engineering your trust. The first layer of trust is probably the simplest, but maybe the most powerful, sold by Amazon.com. You're not buying from some random stranger on the internet. You're buying from one of the biggest, most familiar companies in the entire world. That immediately lowers your guard. The second layer is all about the brand's legacy. This line right here establishes over a century of history and leadership. The unspoken message is crystal clear. Hey, we've been doing this for a very, very long time. We're reliable. You can trust our quality. And then, bam, they hit you with what I call the trust trio. This is where they just dismantle any leftover financial or security risks you might have. Worried you won't like it? No problem. Free returns. What if it shows up and it's defective? You've got a 30-day replacement. Worried about your credit card info? It's a secure transaction. They removed pretty much every single reason to hesitate. All right, so desire is established. Trust is built. The page now moves to its closing argument, social proof. This is where it convinces you that buying this product isn't just a good idea, it's the obvious idea that thousands of other smart shoppers have already made. It's all about the comfort of the crowd. So, what is social proof? Simply put, it's the idea that if a ton of other people are doing something, it must be the right thing to do. It's safety in numbers. It's a deep-seated psychological shortcut we all use, and this page leverages it like a pro. Boom. The first piece of proof is just a single, powerful number, number 3. Think about that. Out of the thousands and thousands of options in the entire suitcases category, this one has risen almost to the very top. That is a massive signal of quality and popularity. And just to make sure that popularity feels fresh and current, they hit you with this right after. Over 1,000 people bought this thing in just the past month. So this isn't a product that was popular, it's popular right now. The crowd isn't just big, it's active. But oh no, it doesn't stop there. They just keep stacking the proof. The brand is highly rated. The brand is trending. And maybe the most powerful one of all, people who buy it, keep it. They don't return it. Each one of these data points is another voice in the crowd shouting, yes, this is a safe bet. This is a good choice. So, let's put all the pieces together. None of these elements work on their own. They are all part of a very carefully constructed sequence, a kind of funnel that's designed to guide you, step by step, from just passively browsing to actively buying. Here's the whole strategy, the whole playbook laid out. Step 1, they grab your attention and establish authority. Step 2, they create desire by translating those boring tech specs into emotional benefits. Step 3, they systematically remove any sense of risk to build your trust. And finally, step 4, they use the power of the crowd to give you that final nudge of confidence you need to click Add to Cart. It's an incredibly powerful and effective system. And the thing is, it's running on nearly every single product page you visit. So the real question is, now that you can see the invisible architecture of persuasion that's at work, will you ever look at an Amazon page the same way again?